I'm all about solutions, but time, because sometimes when I come in here, man, YouTube only gets a little bit of my words out. They've been fucking with my channel lately, so I'm gonna talk about being strategic, bro. When you know the dating apps have made it super highly competitive to get pussy, you have to strategize, bro. That's the only way you're gonna get pussy out here. You have to strategize. And a good strategy is joining a fucking group of people to go against all odds. Because by yourself, you're not gonna win against the dating apps. By yourself, you're not gonna win against highly competitive men that's on the fucking goddamn dating apps, bro. You're not gonna be able to compete with Chad Tyrone, you know what I'm saying, and Richmond. You know what I'm saying? My thing is put yourself in a position where you're meeting women all the time, okay? That will help you a whole lot going against competition, because you're gonna need all the help you can get when you are trying to get women, bro. So I'm saying, I'm talking about the guys that don't get women, bro. I'm talking about you guys. I ain't talking about the motherfuckers who get women and shit. I ain't talking about you Chads and Tyrones. You feel me? I'm talking about the motherfuckers who can't get women, who can't get a date. You know what I'm saying? He's struggling. He haven't had sex in 3 years. I'm talking about that guy. Okay? I'm talking about the guy that got no options. So what you need to do as a guy that got no options, you have to fucking go the extra mile and work extra hard. Welcome to fucking manhood, bro. It's called manhood. You're competing for women's attention. I have taken my competition a lot more seriously, bro. Within the last, like, I don't know, year or so. I know I'm competing against other men, bro. I know that. That's the reason why I'm working out, doing capoeira, and I'm gonna be teaching capoeira once this pandemic is over. You know what I'm saying? The strategy is to put myself in a position where I'm meeting females. Now, for capoeira, women gravitate toward capoeira. No question about it. If you're a good teacher, you know, they'll gravitate towards you more. So I put myself in a situation where I'm teaching and I'm meeting females all the time, bro. Because it takes me back to when I was in capoeira and I was getting the most draws in capoeira. It's when I stepped away from the group of capoeira, okay? When I stepped away from my habitat, I got less pussy, okay? Because in my habitat, man, I was like doing flips, kicks, tricks, florel, which is the capoeira fancy. That's how you say fancy movements in Portuguese, I mean. See what I'm saying? So the strategy is to put yourself in a situation where you're meeting females all the time, face to face. You feel me? You know? So, nowadays, because the rise of the dating apps and because the rise of competition for females' attention, okay, you have to strategize. You have to say, you know what? Those dating apps, they ain't going anywhere. They're not going anywhere, bruh. You have to deal with those dating apps, bruh. Because I see a lot of cats on YouTube complaining about the dating apps and, you know, talking about going to different countries and shit like that. That's fine. That's cool. But you got to learn how to get women here, too. Nigga, I get women here in America. It's just the quality of women that I get is trash. It's fucking trash. These bitches are trash out here. They ain't nothing but a quick fucking chuck, bruh. So I'm saying, I go to a different country, they're a little bit more submissive. They do as you ask them to do. I mean, they do as they're told in other countries. mean, I ain't never seen a bitch clean some nuts and some, you know, I ain't never seen a bitch fucking suck a dick like that. I've been watching some of these porn guy, this porn what was it called? I forgot the name of the porn site. But I've been watching porn and shit, and I'm seeing these Thai girls that's cleaning your goddamn nuts, bruh. Some of these homemade pornos and shit, and I'm like, damn, they not complaining and shit. You know, American women, they love to complain in the bedroom when it's time to lick nuts and suck dick. I've been in a relationship with a female, she would complain every time it's time to suck dick. Okay, but she would do it. Don't get me wrong, she would do it. But if I was taking too long coming, she would get frustrated. So I'm saying, you're taking too long to come. And I'll be like in there, I'll be down there for 5 minutes stroking while she licked my balls. And I'm like, damn, why is this bitch complaining? You go to fucking Thailand, these bitches, they clean your nuts. Okay? They make sure your nuts is fucking clean. And they'll keep licking until you say stop. That's what I'm saying. That's the shit I'm talking about, bruh. Being served as a man from some of these females. These American women, they ain't going nowhere if you ain't going nowhere. You're going to have to deal with these hoes because you live here. Now, if you go into a different country, I takes my hats off to you. I takes off my hat. Okay? But these females in the date naps here, they're not going nowhere. So you're going to have to strategize. You can't be sitting there talking about, man, it's over, man. It's over. I can't believe it. The date naps and this and that. I'm going to another country. I'm leaving, man. Dude, if you can't get women out here, then you're going to have a hard time getting women in other countries. Now, you know, will it be easy for you or easier to get women in different countries? Yeah, it will be easier. It will be easier because they let it be known. So I'm saying they pursue you in other countries. But out here, dude, you gotta fucking, if you're not going anywhere, you're gonna have to deal with these bitches out here, bro. If you're not going anywhere. If you're going somewhere, then yeah, go ahead and do what you gotta do. But if you're not going nowhere, you're gonna have to strategize your way to get a girlfriend. You got to use that brain of yours, okay? Use that brain power, bruh, to get you a girlfriend. Remember I was telling you about the guy, what's his name? Never Give Up, right? That's his name on YouTube, the ugly dude. He had to strategize so he could cop him a girlfriend, bruh. He used his brain. He wasn't fucking lazy, man. He got up on there and told, you know, he told a story about his ugliness, okay? And he got out there and he pulled him a girl, but he had to think his way through this shit, bro. He had to think.
Sí, por eso no se puede
Thank you.
estarlo poniendo. Ajá, mejor así.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm getting my dinner right now, bro. I'm over here at Denny's. Got my chicken and rice dinner and my broccoli. I gotta stay on diets, bro. I can have a little bit of sugar, man, but I gotta be eating wholesome meals, bro. I gotta stay focused, man. Stay focused. So, date naps are not going anywhere, bro. We're gonna have to strategize and come up with ideas. Use your brain, bro. See what's going on around you, and then try to steal it. Shit, try to steal shit. I get up on YouTube and steal shit, bro. Okay? There's no law saying that I can't steal an idea on YouTube, bro. So I'm saying, to make me some money. I go around, look at other channels, and I see what they got. You know, soon enough, I gotta buy me a brand new computer. Okay, this is called strategizing, blood. Strategize. If I can't get women's attention, you know, just being plain me, bruh, right? I gotta invent myself. I gotta fucking become somebody on YouTube. I gotta have more than 1,000 subs, blood. This channel got 1,000 subs. That's not enough to even, you know, even impress bitches. What's impressive? 1 million subs, okay? That's impressive, okay? 1 million subs, and it's all gonna be by strategy though. But I'm not gonna come in just blazing thinking I'm gonna get like 1 million subs in like, I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? 1 million subs in 1 week or 2 weeks or whatever, or a year. Nah, this is long term, man. Long term. You know what I'm saying? Then once you get 1 million subs, dog, then you can be like, look, bitch, I got 1 million subs. Okay? What the fuck do you got? Okay? Then bitches start paying attention to you. Once you get a fucking a lick of success, then these hoes gonna start, look at the muscle, look at that muscle. Then these hoes gonna start paying attention to you, bruh. These hoes ain't gonna pay attention to you until you start to rise, okay? I told you, man. I got females looking at my fucking looking at my shit a lot more on Facebook, bruh. Ever since I posted myself, you know, doing the food porn and shit, bruh. Because I'm hustling. You see what I'm saying? I'm hustling, bruh. Time for me to eat, bruh. Time for me to eat. Time for me to eat. Broccoli, chicken, and rice. See what I'm saying? It's all about strategy, man. You a man. You can fucking get out here and become successful, bro. You a man. You a man. You a thinker. You're patient. You see what I'm saying? That's how you gotta pump yourself up, bro. You know, don't let no bitch tell you that you ain't nothing, man. Don't let these bitches think that they're better than you. They're not better than you, man. These bitches spoil in 12 years and shit. They got 12 years of their prime. They got 12 years of their prime, bro. Don't even worry about these hoes. Become more strategic in your plan. You feel me? And then you come out on top, man. No doubt inside your mind, because I know you can do it. You're the man. You a man, blah. Men create things and build things, blah. That's what we do. That's what we do, bro. We invent things, we build things. If you're not a builder or an inventor, you know what I'm saying, or a producer, you're not a man, bro. Society got high expectations when it comes to men. You feel me? Give me some my bread, bro. I gotta have my dinner, but I can't skip out on dinner. Yeah. So date naps, okay? Date naps are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. It has gotten a lot more competitive for females' attention. I told you guys what to do with the funny stuff, man. Being a comedian. Learn how to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Being funny is hard to do if you're not naturally funny. But I always had jokes since I was a little kid, though. I have always had jokes. And being patient is part of being a man too, bro. You can't be rushing the shit. You gotta be patient, bro. You can't be rushing nothing. That's how you get the money, man. You know what separates the rich from the poor? Is the rich people's ability to generate wealth. A poor man, he blows his money as soon as he gets it, man. Rich men, they conserve their money, but got their money working for them. But in order for them to build wealth, it took time. It wasn't overnight. You know what I'm saying? So you blow your money as soon as you get it. That's the difference between you and the rich man. You gotta get busy, man. You know. My other channel, dude, it's starting to grow. I got like 4 subs in one day. What's up, Dorian? I see a lot of guys complaining about the dating apps. Dude, them dating apps ain't gonna go anywhere, bruh. They're not gonna go nowhere. You know? It means that you're going to have to work harder to beat other men to the punch, man. The dating apps mean that you're going to have to work harder. And a lot of guys don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, well, dude, you're not going to get no puss, man. Being just a normie or good looking is not good enough nowadays, bro. You got to have some type of personality too, man. Being funny, it's the greatest weapon, bro. That's another strategy, man. You know? How much time I got left? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I got 9 minutes left. I told you about the ugly dude. I'm going to use him as a prime example, man. What's his name? Never Give Up, right? That's his name. He landed him a girlfriend by getting out there and using social media to his advantage. When you expose yourself to the whole entire world, bruh. When you making YouTube videos and stuff like that, you expose yourself to more females. So that means if you make a YouTube, if you get on YouTube and you doing YouTube videos, okay, where the whole world can see it, guess who else is watching? more females. The dude never giving up, right? That's his name. This ugly dude. He let him a girlfriend just because he used social media to his advantage to reach more females by doing videos, by doing YouTube videos. If he was a scared motherfucker talking about it's over, then he would still be with no girlfriend right now. You know what I'm saying? He would still be with no girlfriend. But she probably saw him on the YouTube channel and saw how many views he got. When his fucking video went viral, oh man, that exposed himself completely all over the board. That way he covered more ground that way. He covered more ground, bro. And finally found him a girlfriend. But you can't do nothing if you're not exposing yourself. Me, Kelcat, I got rid of that fear of exposing myself. Because I was thinking in my head like, man, these bitches, most of these bitches ain't paying attention to me anyway. It's like, to me, to like prettier women, I am invisible. Kelcat is invisible to top tier women. I'm invisible, bro. But you know what? Now that I'm focusing and promote my other channel, I'm not visible anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not visible anymore. These hoes see me now. You see me now, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You see me now. It's just a matter of time before that other channel grows, bro. It's just a matter of time. I'm gonna be funny as hell. I'm gonna be charming. I'm gonna be all that. You feel me? Don't let your fear get in the way of your happiness, man. I just want to grow on. I just want to grow on. I can see myself getting a few thousand subs, okay? And all of a sudden, females will start hitting me up in the DMs. Once you get like a few thousand subs, females they're gonna start hitting you up in the DMs. And then I'm talking about the low caliber females. And then when you get up to like a 100,000 subs, it's gonna be middle, normal looking bitches, average bitches hitting you up. Then if you get over 1 million subs, you're gonna get above average females looking at you and shit. So that's how you gotta work. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? This is work. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking work. Going on my other channel, that shit is work. Because I can't fuck up. If I fuck up, I gotta start all over again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you gotta have 1,000 people watching too. See, the thing is, man, I've been doing this YouTube thing for a while. I know how shit works. So I got an advantage over a lot of people out here. I've been doing YouTube for about 7-8 years, bro. So I got an advantage over a lot of dudes that just starting out. You know what I'm saying? You get, nigga, if I get a few 100,000 subs, blood, I have females in my DMs, bro. No, I mean, I am not playing. Yeah, I started back in 2013, but I haven't been serious about it until now, man. I just got serious right now. This pandemic has made me more productive, bro. I'm doing capoeira now. I'm getting into shape and shit, man. Back into shape. I dropped the weight again. So I'm saying I'm focused. I got my head in the game. Cause I realized that, dude, these fucking dating apps ain't gonna go nowhere, bro. They're not gonna go anywhere. I realized that. I was like, we can complain about these dating apps, but they're not gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? These fucking dating apps are not gonna go anywhere, bro. So I had to figure out, okay, what's my strategy? What do you know? I know capoeira. Okay, cool. Oh, what else? You know how to work out. Good. Okay, what else you like? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm getting my skills back, bro. I used to be really good back in the day. I thought in my head, like, okay, what else did I know? Okay, I like food. I'm a foodie. Okay, let's go do some food reviews. Let's go do some food challenges and shit like that. I'm a foodie at heart, bro. So I'm saying, okay, let's add that in there. Let's add that into the channel. And yesterday, dude, I got like what, 4 subs right away. I don't know if it's from you guys, but all of a sudden, my shit went from 15 subs to 19 subs. I was like, oh shit. And then I got a comment saying somebody said that they liked the fucking channel. You know, they liked the video. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I've been a lot more. My kicks are getting faster. I was really at a high level before I left capoeira. Okay, I was at a teacher level. I was a teacher, bud. I was an instructor. Shit. Damn, I got a big ass order right now, bro. Look, man, we gotta hustle. We want this pussy, bro. I want pussy in my life. I'm gonna hustle, blood. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna hustle, blood. I'm gonna beat other men to the punch. I'm a competitor, blood. I quit drinking. I don't smoke, blood. You know what I'm saying? I got full confidence in myself. My self-esteem is high, and that's all you need, bro. You gotta have believe that you can do it, bro. Believe. See what I'm saying? All you need is belief. Yeah, Dorian, blah. I used to do capoeira back in the day. I'm just getting my skills back. That's all it is. I used to do faster kicks. I used to be faster. Maybe I could get some speed back. I mean, I'm getting faster, but it's just like, it takes time, day after day, brick by brick. I know that. That's why I was really patient with capoeira. I was, okay, every day or every other day, just move around. Get in there and start moving around. Don't worry about technique. Technique come later, okay? I'll get my technique down later. My technique is getting better. My flexibility is getting better, blood. I'm believing in myself, blood. I believe, okay? And I did some crazy stuff. I did the double kick that I did at the end of the video, in my last video. I did that, and I was shocked that I did it. I was like, wow, I did it. So that brings your confidence up when you do those things that you feel like you cannot do. Now I'm working on doing a no-hand cartwheel, because I used to do that back in the day. I used to do no-hand cartwheels back in the day. I tried to do it the other day, and I almost fell on my face. So, but I tried to do it a few more times, and it started getting better. So I was like, okay, little by little, bro, little by little. Eventually, I'll start doing some of them same movements I used to do back in the day. Okay, back when I was in my 20s. Okay, so then I said, okay, well, I can get into movies with capoeira. I can star in a role. I might get beat up a few times, but capoeira, it fucking opens doors in the movies. Okay, it did for my friend what's his name? I forgot his name. Latif. My friend Latif, right? He played in a movie doing capoeira, blood. He played in a movie doing capoeira. And I was like, okay, well, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to do the same thing, bro, and get into some movies real quick. Okay? All I gotta do is just learn some of that fancy shit, though. I gotta do the fancy shit to look impressive. That's gonna take time to learn all over again. I should have never have left Capoeira. See what I'm saying? Capoeira opens up a lot of opportunities, and you get flown out to places, to like different ceremonies and shit all over the world. You know what I'm saying? People like your Capoeira, they'll send you out. Okay? They'll send you out, or they'll send for you or whatever. They'll pay for your plane ticket and shit so you can come to their batizado, because they feel like having you there is a blessing because you have good Capoeira and shit. You see what I'm saying? So Capoeira opens up a lot of opportunities, and that's the reason why I got back into it. So now I can see about getting into some movies, blood. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the Capoeirista in the movie, he always get beat up anyway or get killed or whatever. But so what, man? If I get beat up or killed, whatever, I'll give me my check. You know what I'm saying? Give me my fucking check. You know what I'm saying? I do my dance and shit, you know what I'm saying, and do some flips and kicks and shit. Okay, now, and I get my neck broken. Okay, good. Give me my check. I get beat up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But the opportunity is there, bro. You just gotta apply yourself. A lot of guys don't apply themselves. So I'm saying, and I had to learn that as I got older. So now I got the Capoeira going. Okay, I'm back doing that. Now I'm doing food reviews on my other channel that's picking up. So I'm saying it grew a little bit. Yeah, get that check. Yeah, exactly, Dorian. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, man. So I'm saying, because I see some of the old Capoeirista movies and shit, like Kickboxer 4, dude got killed. You know, Jet Li, my friend Latif, he was the guy that did Capoeira with Jet Li. Remember that scene? I don't know if you guys saw that movie, but my friend Latif, he was in that movie with Jet Li. And I used to do Capoeira with Jet Li. No, I used to do Capoeira with Latif, not Jet Li, sorry. I used to do Capoeira with Latif back when Carnival used to happen in San Francisco. And we used to always see that dude all the time. He used to come around and play Capoeira and stuff. And he was a cool dude, man. And all of a sudden, later, a few years later, I see him doing Capoeira in a movie. I'm like, that's Latif, that's my friend. And I was like, fuck, all the stuff that he can do, I can do. And I'm like, damn, I could do no hand cartwheels. I could do flying kicks through the air. I can do that shit. So I didn't apply myself. That was the difference between me and him. That I didn't seek the roles, you know what I'm saying? He probably was on the grind, like seeing if he could get into a movie, and finally a door opened up for his ass. He kept going. He kept seeking seeking opportunities and shit. He kept showing up for like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I saw him, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, the difference between me and him, I didn't seek the opportunities. He did, and he ran with it. He took the opportunities. There's martial art filmmakers looking for martial artists all over the place, blood. You know, you doing Capoeira and stuff like that. You just look for a place where you can fit in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, dude. This is too goddamn full up in here, man. Some lockdown we in. So I was like, dude, the reason why I haven't made nothing of myself, blood, because I lack self-esteem, bro. And I had to pick myself up and start believing, bro. You lack self-esteem, blood, you ain't going nowhere in life. That's on the real. Dude, I'm doing some of the old moves I used to do back in the day, blood. That's bringing my self-esteem up right there. So I'm saying, Capoeira, martial arts and stuff like that, that raises your self-esteem, because some of the stuff that look like it's impossible to do, and you finally do it after like 100 tries or whatever, and you're like, oh shit, I did it. Just like I did in the other video. When I did that move, I was like, oh shit, I did it. I said, let me do it again, right? Brought my confidence up. Bring your self-esteem up. See what I'm saying? I lost a lot of self-esteem over the years. I lost myself. It took me like 3 years to like really get a hold of myself. See what I'm saying? Took about 3 years to get a hold of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's Latif. Latif, he went to go get into the movies. He said, fuck that. I'm seeking opportunity out here, bro. And all the other cop polices, they just want to play capoeira. They don't want to get into those movies. But, you know, you put in the work, blood, and you finally get you a gig, and then you finally get the women, blood. The women that you desire, blood. I'm telling you, my other channel, blood, I'm going to be doing all sorts of stuff on that channel. I'm going to be doing capoeira. I'm going to be doing food reviews, food challenges and shit like that. I'm going to be doing all that shit, bro. All that shit. Anyway, man, I gotta go, man. You guys have a good day. Subscribe and like. And if you haven't subscribed to my other channel, you know, go ahead and subscribe. It's called Real Streets Fitness. Real Streets Fitness. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. And if you haven't subscribed and shit like that, man, and let's get these bitches, blood. Let's get out here and expose ourselves so we could get more hoes. I told you about the fear, okay, that a lot of dudes have, and a lot of low self-esteem motherfuckers. I tell you about them guys. These are the guys who don't get nothing out of life, bro. So I'm saying, having low self-esteem, blood, is not gonna help you, man. You know what I'm saying? High self-esteem, and how you want to do that, you want to, like I said before, number one, enter a martial art group. Could be taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, capoeira, all that other stuff. And then once you start doing those little tiny like accomplishments, it's gonna bring your fucking self-esteem up, okay? It's gonna bring your self-esteem up. So you can be like, man, if I can do this in capoeira, and that shit took a lot, that shit took a lot of practice, I could do this shit on YouTube if I take a lot of, you know, if I do a lot of practice in YouTube or whatever, or if I stay at it and persistent enough, right? So you start seeing that you can do things in capoeira, right? You be like, okay, wow, if I can do that, then I could do this over here. So it brings your confidence up just doing the little things. Okay, we can't start doing big accomplishments. Okay, we got to start with the small accomplishments first. Let's see if you could do Jenga in capoeira. Let's see if you could do Amada, Meru Luigi Compasso. Let's see if you could do those things. If you do those things with practice, right, you start thinking like, well, if I can do that, okay, if I could do that in capoeira, then I probably could be a good actor too. I can take it to the movies. I can be a good actor. Right? You're like, man, let's do this shit, because you see what practice does for you, bro. It fucking beefs you up. They don't say practice makes perfect for nothing. That term it just didn't come out of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment. I'll leave the link in the description box to my other channel. Guys, have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm out.